which is the most formal way that I'm going to sound for this whole thing. And we're going to explore whatever the hell that means. So I like to start my panels with my qualifications, or in our case, our qualifications. It's, you know. Yeah. People don't really care about qualifications to begin with. Momocon doesn't. They're like, you can just come and do this. I'm like, hell yeah, social topic for a little bit. But like, you know, happy to be here.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah.
Also only like a pure example of why you should give your kids siblings. Nah. That's your problem. So, are you an only child?
Yeah, no! Actually not!
Even better. Okay, so let's talk about you. Okay, yeah, do you have a question? Is that only children? Oh, hospital like this?
It's a horse with an extra set of legs.
It's going great. Yeah.
I want to say, I'm an only child and I dragged my father here because if I didn't have an adult with me, my parents wouldn't come. So, this is why you give your kids siblings.
My dad was here earlier too, I got you. He enjoyed my
Why do horses run?
because they're afraid of what's coming.
What is coming to them?
We don't know.
Why don't you know?
Only they won't care. You know how fast my horse runs? And I don't know. Okay, so first we're going to dive into the things that we do know about the Umamusume. The things that, so the idea here that we're trying to get to is, this panel was conceived from the idea of, what was your first thought with it? I think it was, like, when you say from the horse's mouth.
Oh, yeah, like idioms. Like, straight from the horse's mouth. In the Umamusume universe, there are no horses. They do not exist. Nobody even knows what they are. There are only Umamusume. So where did all these, do they still have these idioms?
I'm so hungry.
Where did these idioms come from?
How hungry are you?
I don't remember which story it is or which Uma. I think it's basically. I don't remember which Uma it was, but I think in the game, in the Glow version, you mentioned they replaced horse with like camel or something, some arbitrary host animal. So they do just bring in random animals to replace.
So does it mean they fought like World War II or Revolutionary War on sheep?
Okay, so first off, do you want to like go found us? And we're all in trouble. And he's here for our family. No, I did not. I didn't do it. Haven't done it in 12 weeks. Okay, so but that's the idea that we're getting at here. We're going to get into a lot of the, but wait, what? My thing personally was, do they go into middle management if they like don't continue racing? What happens after they graduate? Are they like, is it a horse girl at Walmart checking out your groceries?
They get regular jobs to become a member of society.
So the first thing, okay, so Kieran, this is your slide specifically. Kieran
I'm
knows
gonna dive deep into Umamusume more.
So Kieran knows things that I'm
In the Umamusume, all Umamusume are descended from three goddesses known as the three goddesses, which, if we go into real life, like real life horse racing. So this is from the game.
sorry, I did the transition.
In real life, all thoroughbred racehorses are descended from three racehorses that we brought in from Europe, or excuse me, that were imported to Europe, and this is what they do with it in the game. So now they're considered like deity royalty, and in the game, they're all descended from these three.
I like that one of them was Joy Dolphin.
Implied. So
that's not the side.
So implied, is it like a is this like their religion? Is this their Adam and Eve?
Yeah, I think so.
I do believe that's the intention, yes.
More than likely.
Except for it's Eve, Eve, and Eve.
So true.
Yeah, also, there are no Uma boys, it's only Uma girls.
Okay, well, but consider
Uma boys do not exist in this universe.
matriarchy.
Yes.
Could an Uma not transition and be a boy?
They haven't
learned how yet, but when they do.
Because of the implication.
There are no Umamusume, we should say.
Also, even more fucked, and this still doesn't make sense to me.
Kieran, what do we say about the children?
There are no
any.
children.
It's too late.
It's too late.
An Uma and a human male can reproduce, can make an Uma or a human male.
Oh.
But a human female and a human male can produce an Umamusume that is confirmed, and they don't explain how.
So,
Vice versa also applies.
hold on.
I do want to preface this with I haven't seen the show or played the game, so I have no context for this.
Uma's about horses.
I didn't gather that much. So could you argue because there's arguably religious features that this could be a divine conception?
It's
Okay, so
God's chosen.
I'm glad you said that.
Okay,
Because
it's not just gonna be parents.
every Uma in the game is based on a real life racehorse from usually from Japanese.
Well, was that horse conceived divinely as well?
It is canonical that they are all reincarnations of horses that actually do exist, and they kind of bring that into all their stories.
The multiverse gets weird. Yeah, let's go ahead with you, Black.
So I'm just thinking of the first. Now that you mention it, the three goddesses are the ancestors of all Umamusume. Who was the brave soul that saw the demigod, immortal, omnipotent being
Me.
and said, "That is my wife"? Who is the
Have you been to
hero?
an anime con before?
I know, but I need
Have
to
you
know.
ever heard of the horse potato?
Alright, let me get third row back there.
Yeah, I was gonna say with the genetics thing, I mean, I feel like it's entirely possible that either for human parents, either of them could have been descended from an Uma parent somewhere in the lineage. I mean, it happens in real life with like skin tone or hair color, like
They could be
people.
a carrier.
Yeah, there's
So around Pokemon panel, now we're back there.
yeah.
Okay, but we know that that's not genetic.
Line breeding.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think I might know how. Probably has to do with the song Umamusume Densu. It's called horse hopping after all.
Okay, hold on. So I need at least keep your side conversations whispered. What did you just say?
Alright, so you talk about genetics.
Yeah.
What if it has to do with the song Umamusume? It means horse hopping.
Well, what does that mean?
Implies.
Umamusume the horses.
Not the horse.
What do I do with that though? What information do I have?
I don't.
You just put it in the files.
What does the rest of this panel say?
Okay. So yeah, well let's go with one more.
You said there's no Uma boys, right? But what about my beloved divorced dad, Seiko?
The beloved dad that stays home, divorced, alone with his child, it's unfortunately a horse girl. Like somehow he just has to raise his horse girl on his own.
We mean stay gold is called funky.
Okay, let's do one more question.
Wouldn't it be completely plausible? Because we know that if Uma and then a guy have a kid and the kid's male, then they're not Uma because it can't be an Uma. Wouldn't it be possible for that male kid to also have a kid with another like normal girl and then have an Uma kid because he has a like gene of Uma?
Sure.
Yeah.
We have to. Okay. That is assuming that this is a genetic situation.
It's
So
probably not.
all of your right, it's horse girl.
Yeah.
All of your questions, not all, a lot of them, are pertaining to the assumption that this is genetics. For those of you that were in my last panel, genetics are not the same in this world. So I don't know, like, if you just like get pregnant and you're like, it's a horse girl. You just, it's different. I got this horse, like, this baby kind of kicks weird, and then suddenly you have the centaur. Like, this leads into the question of the goddesses of like of the breeding horses. Well, this is your slide. This is your point. That's why I was like, take it over to.
They're different. Okay, so they're different species of horses, right? Like Clydesdales and mini miniature horses and thoroughbreds. But there are only thoroughbreds in the show. They're all race horses. They're no work horses.
Well, that's because we only focus on the academy for the best of the best. The failures are at Home Depot.
Oh my god.
It's implied that they have regular jobs after they retire. Actually, it's implied they have regular jobs after they graduate.
Which is amazing. My favorite thing. Because again, you walk into Walmart and this horse girl's like, yeah, I used to run. This is where I put your acne. He's like, we already did this one. IQ killed my fun. Okay, so but then also, yeah, like where do actual horses lie in this? Because they don't. They're not in this like. Sorry, are you holding your hand?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if you were like power to the horses.
I
Or,
was
like,
told
you're good. Sorry.
I just wanted to mention that the horses never graduate. They don't have a retirement.
Right. So
They are always
if you watch the anime, Symbolic Rudolph, who's sitting right there, is the class president of the school, while Teo is a child. And they made while Teo is a child. Teo comes into the school, and Symbolic Rudolph is still the class president.
The eternal emperor.
The entire time we see Symbolic Rudolph there, she's retired. She says she's retired. They never.
Well, why is she allowed to be the
there's-
school
there's-
president? I mean, you can't be
The only
30
time
and
they
school
see
president.
if they die in the real world.
There's
Did they
also
die?
an interview by one of the showrunners. They
They
said
get
that
sent to America.
Uma's age. This is a direct quote. Uma's age like elves.
Yeah.
I mean, they could be.
But
You do with that information.
horses age so differently though, because then they're like 35 and they die. Like, what does that mean for us? What does it mean for elves? Okay. Anyway, so the questions I have. Okay. Well, no, go ahead. Because I'm gonna leave this up for everyone to think for a second.
So, if you don't know about real life horses, they are built
Different.
bad. Like, they are built horrible. If the Usumes are built by the gods, this could explain why they're immortal, because horses IRL have to do with, like, just actual heart disease. Like, that's their survival mechanism. So, like, they just took care of that.
I mean, we've seen them die in the show.
Yeah.
I mean, Special Week's mom died. That was like the main plot point.
But they died in the horse.
Yeah, her mom was a horse girl. Her Special Week's mom, her original mom, died.
One of you back there.
One nosebleed is all it takes.
Do I know you from Let's Go?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, yeah, I do. You like got upset when she mentioned real horses.
Maybe.
Okay. I won't call you out any further then, I guess.
That's okay. You call me out.
Yeah, I did.
It's 1 a.m.
I really is. Okay, what's your...
I mean, this is regressing slightly, but we are asking about, like, you know, the existence of donkeys and how they can
Right.
bring everything.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a lot of, like, deaths to the mothers who birthed like the horse girls? Because, like, like those tiny horse girls are going to kick a hole through, like,
Are the mothers Uma mothers can give birth to Uma kids easily, probably, but human mothers probably struggle, I
They don't all
assume.
die.
I mean, yeah, Tom Crosses probably survived.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna regroup us. All right, everyone back to where we are. We're also gonna talk briefly on the spine end and where the tail begins, the anatomical assumptions here, like how horse teeth, you have to get them like filed annually, biannually, I don't know, whatever you call a horse. My horse can say annually. Because like they keep growing, so do you have to file your horse girl's teeth? Just the dentist look at a horse girl and be like, hey, not again. Another one of these, yeah, like gets out the, yeah, because they have a
like
drill.
the giant arm
Yeah.
drill.
And then like hair texture, like do they feel like horse girl hair? Do they feel like human hair? What are we talking about here?
Just the
girl tail, no horse tail. I don't know what the hell I'm saying at that point. I do have, I guess I deleted the rest. I don't know what the is.
Ayo.
I did.
You destined for us to be here.
The premise of the slide was.
Wait, you gotta show your.
Okay, so ketamine, horse drinking.
This is not what I put on this.
What the don't do drugs? Yeah, this is.
If they're Umas, then is it like their street drug? Do they do this recreationally? Do they have higher tolerance?
I mean, people do it recreationally, so probably.
Okay, what's ketamine? If ketamine is
Alright, you guys all talk about ketamine, we're gonna keep going. Oh my god, I didn't exactly put that in there! Oh my god. That's where that went. This was my point. Yeah, okay, so horses, again, to their point, whatever.
I'm pretty sure in the game we've seen multiple instances of them vomiting.
Okay, well they're not supposed to, which raises more questions.
The horse goddesses, they did solve all their stuff. They did fix.
Yeah, okay, so horses. So IRL horse can't throw up. They don't have a gag reflex. If they get a tummy ache, they just die. Like it is.
Yeah.
Horse like, oh, tummy, and it's like, I'll just lay down, and then it's like, oh, I don't want to get up. Or, oh, I have gas, I'm gonna lay down, I'm just gonna get up. Or my stomach has finally like turned itself around 3 times, and you don't know the difference between this and a gas bubble. So I could either be having a major medical emergency, or I could just be constipated. I don't know. I might die. But they can't throw up. So like, whenever something terrible feels bad, they can't. So, but like, does that just mean that like Agnes Digital gets tummy ache and dies? Like, what is that? Do you have an answer for me?
Oh no, I was the question. I was just wondering if I don't know the effects of ketamine. Does that explain Marvelous?
This is you. You did this.
Does that explain Marvelous Sunday having a domain expansion?
We have an actual nurse on staff here.
So, I'm gonna go with my theory on this. We never see any of the Uma actually eating what normal horses eat. They all eat human-ish food, which means they have a human-ish digestive system, which means they cut out a lot of the actual horse digestive issues.
Why didn't you bring this up like an hour ago?
Because I wasn't paying attention, I was eating.
What do you got?
If I may circle back to the genetics thing.
Okay, I was like, not the ketamine again.
No.
Yeah.
Do we ever see any Umamusume babies? Maybe they don't develop their
Yes.
We see the really ugly special.
Tamamo cross.
But do we see them being born?
Yes.
What the hell?
There's not birth. You see them dying.
Walk out of my own head. Okay, let's do you.
Alright, so like odd question.
Yes.
Odd question. So okay, they're still talking.
I made all those weird sounds as well.
Okay, so when a horse is born, okay, I want to circle back to goddess, born, male, female, whatever thing. What if, because a male can't be born Uma, but what if there was cross genetics by mistake?
What do you mean by cross-genetics?
Cross genetics.
Like an IVF situation?
Something like that, yeah.
I think just if we're to assume there's there's some genetic element to it, then you're just like your XY chromosome wouldn't amount to having the same genetic makeup as the horse girl requires. That's the best. You have something else to that?
Okay.
I'm thinking I found a crazy.
Okay, I'm gonna go back. Yes. No, they're allowed to eat okay, question. You've been holding me. Yeah. Hey, I need everyone to be a little quiet so I can go. Shh. Goldship's just out. Baby Goldship's like, and I'm gone. Wait, can I like staff to random born Umas? Shepherd. What else we have? So,
They want to hammer home that no horses exist in the show because so the top kanji on the right is the kanji for horse.
So this
the kanji in the show has 2 legs instead of 4.
So for those of you that aren't super well versed in kanji or anything regarding it, basically kanji is these old Chinese characters that can sometimes look like the word, the character, the phrase, word they're trying to convey. So in our case at the top there, it is a horse running. You all see that? You all see the weird little box with the 4 legs and the tail, a horse. To our point here is in Umamusume, Japan, there are only 2 legs because horses don't exist and they run with 2 legs because horse girl. It just looks really weird. But there's a lot. Look, some of us are really attentive to various things. I like to play the game. So there's a few other things because again we have to. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm paying attention. It's very late. I'm trying.
I'm doing my best. All right, so I'm gonna have us all regroup again. I know we've got a lot here.
I can't hear.
Thank you, my dear husband. In the crowd, positioned perfectly so that you all can listen. So one of the other things.
Still can't hear.
Hey, keep it down.
Can you hear me clap once? Can you hear me clap twice?
1 a.m. We're all here together. One of the other things to touch on. What?
What is this?
I do know.
Why is this on here?
Because you kept talking about it. Why do you think it's on
Not on this slide specifically.
No, it's Japan specific, so it's on the Japan slide.
We'll circle back to this.
It's on the Japan slide.
But there's a picture.
It's on a.
Oh, you actually put the picture on there. Great, that's what everyone wants to see.
Okay.
Bruh.
The implication of this is this was in season 3. It's a Tono Diamond. This is a Tono Diamond. She puts the key in sideways and it opens the lock. Are all locks like this? They don't really show it after this, but now I'm curious.
Horses don't have legs.
You know.
They can't.
Horses always with some sort of diamond.
That is some Danganronpa shit. Meat on the bone.
Alright, we're going to talk about commercialism, which is my personal favorite slide, because this is something that keeps me up at night, personally. So these plushies you get out of the claw machine. Wait, where'd my picture go? Oh yeah, there it is. These plushies you get out of the claw machine, why do they look like them? They're athletes.
Well, you're there, famous.
But do you pull, like, LeBron James in the plushie? Okay, hold on, everyone chill. I want at least one of you to pull up a picture of a LeBron James plushie that I can then take and sleep with because he's about sleep hugging
It's like
size.
Michael Jordan having a LeBron James plushie.
They have
Bonus
bobbleheads.
points, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
question.
As someone who's only played the game, I should probably brought this up earlier. There's literally one of the scenes, one of the friendship cards where a person's getting their exact measurements taken for a plushie. So I'm assuming that the plushies are indeed as realistic and
I love all
as
of you.
possible.
But yeah, but like, so all of you that just, okay, that one's different. That one's cursed.
I gotta see that.
Okay, so like I see that, and that's what I get from the right? Yeah, because the like chibi form. But this one on the left is just them. This one on the left is just a porcelain doll of themselves. Question mark? Why does it look exactly like? There's no chibification there, apart from just like big head, small body.
I have a suggestion.
Okay.
This isn't a critique. This is literally just a suggestion.
I don't know. It sounds like it's gonna be critique.
In that, in order to make it feel more like merchandise that they buy in their world, they should change the art style so that they're like hyper realistic instead. I want that.
And she never seen the face as crazy as this. Yeah, so let me make sure I covered. Oh, I also had a point of like the separate clothing store, because like, you're not gonna buy jeans with holes in them.
I mean,
Holes,
in
like,
My Hero Academia, they have like separate clothing stores if you have like weird quirks. Like Hawk gets his clothes at like a specific store so he can put his wings through them.
what a niche market.
I know!
Like buying clothes.
90% of the time they're wearing dresses anyway.
What else do you have?
So like, I almost guarantee, so like there might even be still separate clothing stores, but there are absolutely humans who do buy the jeans with holes in them because they want to act like they are.
Now we'll come back up.
Okay.
We have to.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
They do have the special Uma hats though.
So this also suggests like other. Oh, hold on, you in the back. You've probably been there for a while.
I was gonna say that the Umas are not just athletes, but they're also idols as well. So there's like a lot of money and stuff around.
Right. So okay. So that gets into my next point too. Is that like the existence of these plushies, which don't exist nearly as prevalently in real life, because I have tried to find it. Suggest other merch, which include like standees. But as I considered this, like, I realized that. Wait, are you old? Okay. Yes. Okay. Did you get that here?
Oh no, this is mine.
Okay. The vendors disappoint me once again. So you have like these live standees. It's kind of creepy because I realize like that's what happens with regular celebrities. It's not as weird because you know like Edward Cullen like live standee and Robert Pattinson had to be like great, neat.
My mom got me a Louis Tomlinson's cardboard cutout for Christmas one year.
And I bet you loved it.
I did.
Cause yeah, because that's the
This is like two things circling back to the clothing. So we see like Special Week having two different colored shoes because her real life horse had two different colors. Does this mean, and I know she doesn't have two different colored shoes in like her uniform, but no one does. Does this mean in her like everyday outfit she also has two different colored shoes because of that?
So she has two colored shoes because the actual horse has two different colors.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But because that carries over in her racewear, does that carry over in her everyday outfits? Is this a fashion choice that she made?
Her racewear also has that?
Yeah.
Like her like training? That's
Yeah.
cute. Okay. I mean, I don't know, but that sounds like it probably would.
And then
Unless it's
the second one, which I've been meaning to bring up, and we can see it in the screenshot, they're selling like jockey silks. In a lot of scenes, we see like jockey silks in the background, like merch stores.
oh, like the ogre cap.
Which makes genuinely no sense because no. I sure hope no one's like piggybacking on the Umas doing a race. Like
We're
you're,
gonna get into that.
We'll get into that. Okay, I'm gonna get you up front.
Okay, to address that point, I think it would actually be the opposite of how it is in real life, where the headdress inspires the jockey silk instead of the other way around. But I think I just remembered seeing the chibi Oguri in the anime for Singray. That reminds me that there's like a chibi Symboli Rudolph big plushie, life-size plushie. And I just realized, no, the plush, the plush is it's the stylized version. That's what they see.
See that?
But we see, but in the game when they pull the little claws out, that's just resource saving because they already have the menus. So that would be what
They
they
still
see.
have to be in that little like form.
Yeah, but they would see the stylized version. We only see the chibi ones.
Limitations of the art
because
style, basically.
yeah.
Make you a better game dev. I don't know.
Not real.
Yeah, I got you in the back.
I was going to say, fun fact, that is not Symboli Rudolph on the left. She is a valor-stealing bastard on the right.
It was just inspired by it. It's not actually.
Symboli's my good.
Maybe you just cried. Yeah, so the only purpose to this slide is that they had this big horse in the game, but it was actually a girl, and then they had a big horse IRL because it's cute. That's, yeah. That's me in the picture.
If you think about it, right? So like the horse and also I don't think right? So Anna, right? She has a version of like her characters like plushies and stuff. So it's kind of like similar. So I think like the version they
Like that's fine with me. It's the problem that when they're in that claw machine, that they're photorealistic. Like what if
Maybe on the outlier, I would totally get like a photorealistic plush for my best friend. Like genuinely like dream item.
I would try. I don't. Just personally, I wouldn't want to sleep with that.
You might be in the minority. I'm in the minority.
So moving on from that, we've got the idiomaticisms. I had to remember to pronounce that word. Idiomaticisms that we had promised you. Just quite a list of them. That like doesn't stop until the very bottom. And this is just a matter of like how many that I let type until. We went through several more.
Trojan human.
Okay, so the Trojan horse. So did they just wheel a giant anime figurine in front of us?
I was embarrassed. I would fall for it.
I totally fall for that.
I'm good at presentation.
I would like to think that in the story, that is exactly what happened.
I mean,
One of the three goddesses just.
yeah, and then all the little horses like.
It could be just like the other replacement things that Trojan Cow don't or something. I do want to bring that up.
Well, yeah. What's your?
I want to be a bit of a mythology nerd. Does that mean Poseidon was the god of Umas?
That's what. But when she said it too, my brain was just like water god, yay, and that was as far as my brain went. So if you have anything further to ask,
But they have three goddesses. So is there even a Poseidon at all?
okay, but are Poseidon's children?
But there's three horse girls. Zeus, Hades, Poseidon.
Oh my god.
I'm collective again.
Bro, she keeps like killing our candles. Let's see you in the back there with the long hair that you're not looking at me, but that one. Still that yes, you.
Yes.
We've got that. Don't worry. We'll get there. And you had something.
What if instead, like, with all the idioms, what if they don't just have horses, but they said, like, hold your sheep, or eat like a bull or something like that?
That would explain where the glue came from.
Okay, that brings up another information.
You can make glue.
Like, is that Trojan?
Right. So we have other food.
Any hoofed animals you can make glue out of.
Like, instead of a Trojan horse, they have the Trojan cow.
You can also make that deceased.
to the pinata.
Technically sourced to my girl.
Technically sourced. Okay, but for real, it's a Trojan horse that's full of little horses. Does that make the horse girl a pinata?
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
If I have a horse, if I have a Trojan horse, a bunch of horses come out.
I mean, all horses in real life are pinatas, they're just filled with meat.
Okay. That's everything. I'm a pinata, I gotta go home. Hit me hard enough and I'll
Too late for
I would love to get the vacuum carriage.
I was like, that's not technology, that's
Okay,
not.
so historically, horses pulled carriages, right? Or you had cars. So, did they just hire Umas to carry you around in rickshaws for most of history?
Yes.
Or did they just choose a different animal?
Just like the guys on bikes.
Or did they just see that our horses are really
So we just
cut out the bottle.
I mean, regular people already pull the rickshaws.
sorry, so I checked. Oh yeah, fair.
The guys in New York that
Yeah.
This is just faster normal transportation.
Yeah.
Normal one.
So I meant to click through because I thought this first bullet point was about this, but instead it's talking about horse girl powers, and I got distracted and I wasn't listening to response in the slightest. Yeah.
I'm 90% sure they have actually done this in some way. They made the horse girls carry someone.
That seems problematic. We'll get to a future slide. Yeah.
This is talked about later, stop me, but in the anime we see a photo of like, I don't know if it's a highway, but it's actually like a road with cars.
The bicycle path.
It's the bicycle path for Uma's, the speed limit is like 70.
Yeah.
Like, Uma's like, are still like I get that they're strong, but like, are they strong enough that a car going 70? Like that.
Okay. I have this. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, so we discussed this extensively prior to this panel. We didn't put it in here because I was mad at the person that brought it up.
Sorry.
No, so, okay. You have a bicycle path, and in the horse world, we have a horse girl path. Same thing, where she can run free like a bicycle. But if you were to put that on the highway, that's the difference. It's the surface road versus the highway. Now the surface road, we've determined that a horse can go up to, what was it, like 50 miles per hour? 50 miles per hour? Which is, I thought we...
It's demands kilometers an hour.
Miles per hour is like roughly the max.
Okay. So let's say 45, that's still a surface road speed. If you're going that on the highway, somebody's going to be mad, especially in Atlanta. And I'm just to let you know, if any of you are from out of town, don't go 45 in Atlanta on the highway. I will be mad. So our answer to that is just that, like, they have them in the cities, but in the highways we have to limit it, which gives way to import the cars. Let's see behind. That's, sorry, I'm a down.
Yeah, just wanted to comment that I've seen the picture that person was talking about, and funny thing, the horse girl max speed there is actually higher than the car max speed.
Dad. Privilege.
The horse.
What was your point?
Horse girls.
Yeah. Sorry, I pointed at you.
It was a stupid joke, mostly a stupid joke. I was just saying was, I can imagine Dolce in the right lane doing 45 miles an hour on the highway.
Oh my god.
Looks like
Yeah.
you're horrible.
Yeah, you're
As they grow.
5 miles an hour and close go.
Why should I just be
I can do anything there. Alright, let's 20 minutes? Oh. Alright, we're gonna just like go on through this. I do want to touch on though that shuttle and Pasa indicate that cowboys must have been a thing. So like
John Wayne did exist.
John, yeah. Also, just a side note that if they're in here, it does not belong to technology whatsoever, but El Condo or Pasa is a Peruvian folk song, and I don't know what to do with that information beyond just putting that on the slide. Yes.
So, fun fact, there is a horse in the JoJo's Part 7 named after that song, named El Congo Pasa. So it implies that
JoJo's is canon. that a JoJo reference?
Oh, this slide's already the same thing. But the slide, okay.
John and
Yes. Okay, so this is the torture we were discussing. Right, let's try to regroup to discuss this torture, please.
Hey, torture!
This is my own. It's almost 2 a.m.
Hey!
Torture.
Welcome to Braveheart.
So, yeah, sure, do you want to touch on this? Is kind of
Okay, so drawn in a quarter, 4 horses on each limb pulling in opposite directions. So did they just get, historically, did they just get 4 Umas to rip people apart? That's what this is implying.
executioner is a job.
When did they have the executioners? But
There's also
Yeah.
punishment being trampled by horses.
Okay.
It's a horde of girls.
the last thing I saw was the girls running towards me.
To be ridiculously anal about this, there are like historically so many more execution methods from that time that have been documented that have to do with like, and especially like documented in that area that have to do with like bulls and like horned things and rabbit. Like we have a couple for horses, but like almost all of the documented things that we have, like torture methods that involve horses, could have easily been done with anything else that can run like semi-fast.
Yeah, fair. I mean, there's a lot of like to avoid yes.
Execution Uma would be dope.
So we have food also. That there's all sorts of carrot things that raise questions of the carrot economy and the existence of a higher stake in carrots rather than corn.
Big carrot.
However, we do have the same. Well, I guess I don't know if it's the same amount of humans. Man, I don't know. I want to know the percentage of how many horse girls are born versus humans. That's what I want. It's like
Why are they raw?
Yeah, because that would change kind of statistics there. But whoever said it earlier, it looks like this is just the special schools we're looking at.
Where did your ears go? Why would you say it just
This ain't a horse girl. That ain't a horse girl.
Someone ended the ears out.
Okay, we get it.
I need to know if you guys address this. Bakushin has been canonically in the game running on water. She can do that. The map checks that she can run on water. Have you addressed the fact that Umamusume can just run on water?
Can they or is it just watching?
No, Bakushin, I think Calstone Lido does it as well. But like, according to the map, the average Uma running speed from the 70-mile-per-hour maximum, they can run on water.
Also, Gentle Donna can break an iron ball into a small marble.
We need to address this. How does this work?
I will. What is your? Okay. Do you have a counter argument?
I don't have necessarily a counter argument. I'm just explaining that, like, because these bodies have been gifted by the gods, you could easily be like, oh yeah, you know, like I just gifted that horse girl, like, you know, water repellent hooves, and she just does that.
I like the throwing in of the like god mythology of like the gods just like just gods.
Just whatever's funny. Whatever's funny.
Yeah.
That's how Greek gods behave.
What?
That's how Greek gods behave in mythology.
Oh yeah, fair. Okay, so after school is kind of my thing, where like, so money's a thing, so like they have to have some sort of job, right? Or do they just retire? Like if they retire in a nice pasture, it's just a pasture of horse girls that are standing there just like.
There's Megan drunk.
Okay, so I had the. Out to pasture.
Central America.
So we do see a quote old Umamusume in Cinderella Grey. Ogre Cap's mom is an Uma and is older than everybody else there.
That's also McQueen's grandmother.
I don't know that much. I'm good at eating.
We won't talk about
Wait,
that.
was McQueen's grandma in Uma?
What do you have there?
I have a preface. I love Uno Cross, but she's like the most successful one, and she's known as Brody. So when it's also
Get to that later.
I don't know what.
So
Okay,
regarding
so it's been confirmed that there is 0 gambling on any races in this universe. So it begs the question, where does all the money come from?
The government.
The plushies.
Like, okay, so do
Is she not
they
making
get the
money
money
from
from
her
their
plushies?
likeness? Or is it like old college sports where they don't get any money, it just goes to the school because they all pay tuition? This is a private
In this
school, they all pay tuition.
No one said equality.
Where is horse Becky?
I don't care about this. This is cute, but we'll talk some societal. Okay, everyone take 5 seconds to look at this. Looks sketchy. Basically, it looks like they're in jail there. I don't really know what they're doing. What I want to talk about is the societal issues that stem from all of this. Because to your point, is there like do they have rights? Is there representation in Barbies for horse races? Or is it like a whole different doll? Is it a whole different doll line? What does that mean? Why can't I have a Barbie that looks like a horse girl? Because I still want to be a Barbie. I'm just gonna let you all sit for a second. It's like there's all sorts of body negativity things, which I mean it's Japan, so like obviously there's different things that play out with anime and different. But like, how does that translate to the American horse? Do the American horses have a Barbie that looks like them, or is it super skinny and they're just like, okay, you guys know, I'm sure. What is it?
Briars.
Okay, but they're not horse girls, so do we also have a horse girl line instead?
No. Horses don't exist in this universe.
Right, fair.
Briars just take over.
But then why
This is also where we get slipped. So like they get marketed as like
but why is there not a Barbie version?
there is Barbie Pegasus, also Spirit.
That's weird.
The Cimarron.
I just think that they should have a Barbie. Yeah, what's up?
This is kind of a societal issue. If this is gonna take a second, I probably not. So if we know, Umas are, for lack of a better term, kind of a family tree. So it just progressively there's more and more Umas as new generations go on because it's like more big wormed out.
It's not necessarily.
So
Uma replacement theory.
yeah, at a certain point, will all of the women in the world be Umas?
That's assuming the genetics,
Because
which we don't have the answers to.
if that happens, then will there be Uma hate towards the Umas because they're like taking over the world? Like will there be like a smear campaign against them?
They still need the men though.
Yeah, they can't make more boomers. Okay, everyone hold your thoughts for a second. We need to keep going. And I also want to touch on anything that you guys are about to touch on because there's a few things I've said that we will get back to. So race or species? This is another question that we can start to get into, like, is it racist? Is it speciesist? What are we talking about here? How do I classify this? What?
Football is so
But football player isn't a race.
But like obsession with horse girls is different.
Is
Because, I mean,
Umamusume
yeah, like,
problematic
obsession
media?
And it's viewed the same here. You have an obsession over like a female idol versus a male. I know, but consider like, okay, you, femme, like a man comes up to you and is like, I fucking love you. Versus a girl coming up to you and saying, oh, you're so cute. Like one of those is a little different if you don't know either of these people. So it's different if we're like, oh yeah, LeBron James. I don't know why that's the only sports person I have in my head right now. LeBron James, so cool, I love him so much. Versus like,
It's a topic of idol culture.
yeah. So it's a whole like, at which point it's problematic. But then we get into like, I mean, what does it mean? Yeah, I mean, what does it mean to cosplay a horse girl? But then, what does it mean to cosplay anything at that point? So I mean, it is what it is in that regard. So we have to put that argument aside because honestly, to some degree, cosplay could be creepy for cosplay real people, but whatever it is, you know, fun horse face.
That was my point.
So, that does touch somewhat on the species versus race, as well as the do they have rights? Because like, where does the human rights end and the animals' rights begin? With the same species, the same race question mark, the same whatever I'm looking at. Are you a human or are you an animal? Are you a puppet or a man? And then like is Peter there to take away the rights?
Get that name out of here.
It's like, is that affect the horse girls?
They're the ones doing the horse race.
Okay, yeah, they are. So then we also have like in India where dolphins have personhood. Like, does that make the horse girls personhood, or like are they people? Did you have something back there typed in? Yes.
Okay, so I
Savannah.
really want to talk like okay, spoilers for like the Cinderella Rain chapter, so hope you want to hear it. But in one of the chapters, Director Akikawa has a private military, right? So we can assume.
I'm sorry, I did not know that part. I feel like we need to back up. She has a private military.
Yes.
She has a private military, so we can assume the money came from war profiteers. Yeah.
In this essay, I will.
We want you.
Okay, you've had your hand up for a while.
No, it's fine. It was good and everything. I want to bring this together, right? How do the humans approach the fast lane? These people can run faster and jump higher.
Right. Is that a...
Like, yeah, no, they can.
Okay.
I said that wearing clothes.
Well,
We've basically only seen Japan, but the country basically stops towards it.
Let's think about this though from a really, really, really sheltered society. I rest my case.
It begs the question.
What's yours? Yeah.
So, this is maybe slightly cheating because we're not using context from the actual show. But, like, if these horse girls are supposed to mirror the lives of who they're reincarnated from in a different universe, it would kind of imply that they have to have no rights in order to have lived parallel lives to their horse counterparts.
My horse is right. My horse does. Okay, so we're gonna turn.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. You had a thought, and you moved forward so that I would notice you.
I couldn't hear back there. That's why I just
okay, that's it.
It was actually about the whole thing about being obsessed with Dora.
Sorry.
I say this, she's my favorite Uma. Can we talk about Agnes Digital selling dojins of her friends?
I do that.
Cute room for business. Not fair.
We must watch out for it.
Because that's real person fan fiction, and a lot of people have a problem with that.
I mean, if I
That
saw
is a good point. That is a
She
very
also
good
explodes
point.
in a different dimension. What do you?
Yeah. Okay, sorry. John's gonna be upset we don't talk about the military.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, can horses be in the caliber? I mean, the military. This is our absolute favorite. There's a lot of thinking.
There's an Uma Statue of Liberty and Uma Easter items. The existence of Uma landmarks implies there are other landmarks that this happens to. So is Stone Mountain just a mural of Confederate Umas?
And what does that mean?
Oh, God.
I like that implication. No.
That implication came to you.
That means if Uma was president, Ulysses S. Grant became president,
Well,
then he would have had to be an Uma in order to defeat Uma Horse Girl.
actually, when the Uma horse girls have made it onto the Confederate monument because they're girls and not boys.
Was Paul Revere piggybacking in Uma?
You know he was. This is canon.
Maybe Paul Revere wasn't Uma.
I'm just saying culturally, they might not have treated Uma girls like they do culturally
There's
now.
within the universe.
Right, but
So they might be treated more along the lines as a boy, which would explain why
why would they be treated as boy though when they're even more feminine?
their gender option.
It's not about how pretty they are. It's about their
Physical
job.
abilities.
It's about their career path, and that decides most of where they're treated and
The
where they
level
get
of
to
status
be.
they can aspire to, you mean?
I didn't hear that.
I said, level of status they can aspire to.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Then-
And that decides how they treat them later with the gender stuff.
And are you
So that could have changed over
To
time.
be fair, is how we handle things now.
Yes, exactly.
I imagine that they can double barrel kick and like do the lipids and stuff. So like, I don't want to fight a horse girl.
What's your point back up?
There's a statue, there's an Uma statue where
You can't see it super well because thank you projector, but she has horse ears and she's holding a carrot, and I want to know what that means in humans if their liberty is gone.
Is the carrot on fire?
Is the carrot
French? Does it mean the French like Umas? French saw us.
Doesn't the torch represent freedom? Do carrots represent freedom?
That's what I'm saying. Is there liberty for humans? We're giving carrots.
Maybe it's on
And
a,
the
maybe it's on
carrot
a dimension where the
represents
Umas
life,
take
like
over.
a torch. It's all
Think about
symbolic.
it.
Symbolic.
Alright, I'm going to, I'm going to pull everyone back for a second. Let's touch on, this is our last, no, okay.
No, it's also a ship house. Stop. Should we or should we not tear down all the Confederate statues and replace them with Umas?
Yes.
Yes.
We're working on it.
Good answer, nephew.
Say that again, sorry.
The questions are to be asked.
The questions we don't have answers to.
I don't want them to come out.
Alright.
Genghis Khan riding Uma into battle.
I feel like he was.
We discussed that a lot in the hotel.
Yeah.
Let's do
Like,
some
we're thinking like in this term, like humans are kind of like the main species, right? And humans like subspecies. So
You're gonna call them the main species?
like just like kind of just a general thing I'm saying. What if it was like the opposite? What if like the Uma is like the main thing and humans are just like kind of like an animal?
Right, so that's what I'm like, with the Statue of Liberty, it's like, is that more important than?
Yeah, so it's probably like back then like Umas are like more important. Than, like, they can do like they have more strength. They can give birth out of Umas. They're probably wise.
Well, humans can give birth to Umas.
Yeah, well like Umas like higher chances. Right?
Do they?
Presume.
So it is genetic.
Who was in this world?
Is it? If that means that okay. What is your in the front here? What is your
See, but ASAP and pronouns are the same.
Male and female are only concepts in bi-gendered species.
unless there is boy and we just killed them.
What if it's a Ganondorf thing?
Yeah.
It's a Ganondorf thing.
That's fair. What is your point?
Well, there was a war way back when, and the Umas won, and that's why the Statue of Liberty is like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, the Revolutionary War had to happen, so the French could send us the.
Yeah. Okay. One more question in the back, and then we are. What are you saying? Yeah. But what about it? Oh, because horse.
Sorry about that.
Does that? What's your point? Because it was named after a person.
I'm confused as well because it knew the presidents either way.
That's how they retire. That's how they retire. Put them out the pasture, it's a really big deal. Alright, so on that note, it's 1 a.m. 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
I am even better. I made this.
Oh.
So, Go sleep. Woo!
Yeah.
Work out, I'm not your dad.
Can I say one thing? Something I got curious about halfway through and double checked. According to madbarn.com, Academy Horse Health Symptoms. Horses can produce up to 4 gallons of sweat per hour.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
God.
Yeah!
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
I didn't know that for Title
What
Scarlet.
I was actually curious about was if they even sweat, but that's pigs that don't sweat.
Yeah, one more is back there.
And I found out 4 gallons of sweat per hour.
Sorry. I never knew that.
I just figured with this crowd, it'd be interesting to state.
I'm saying what there was an actual war and the Umas won.
Thank you for running this.